Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about the Barnum effect, otherwise known as the Forer effect. So before we get into that, don't forget to like this video, follow me on YouTube or at Chris P. Dyer on Twitter or any of the social platforms, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn, wherever that may be. So this effect is really interesting, and this is one of the cognitive biases that we're reviewing here today. And this gets into this idea that people tend to believe things, these very generic things about themselves. So P.T. Barnum used this to sort of con people and to get them into doing things. This is why palm readers and astrology and things like this are popular with people. They tell you, well, you're a very strong person. Well, duh. I mean, who doesn't believe some of these very broad and simple things? So, and this is why horoscopes are so popular, because people can read into these things. So Ford did a study, and this has been replicated many times, where he gave his students a personality assessment based on this sort of stuff they filled out and did, and they almost every single one of them said that the assessment that he returned to them was totally accurate, was them, that totally felt like them. And then he revealed that he had given them the same results to every student. You can Google this. You can find videos. People were kind of replicating this process, right? That people like to read into things. There's even some sort of seedy side to this effect where people use this for pickup lines. They use this to pick people up at bars by just sort of using these generic statements and finding ways to connect with people that aren't really genuine. So we want to be careful here in our business world and working with our employees, that we're not being taken advantage that way, that people are not using those techniques against us to try to manipulate us or get us to do things that we probably don't want to do. But even deeper than that, we want to be a little bit wary about personality tests, because personality tests, especially those that maybe don't have a great deal of academic validation behind them, can often come back with these results that make us think that we are this certain personality type or whatever, again, because it's these very generic things that sound like us, that we think are we're happy to sound like us, right? So we want to make sure that we're not allowing those things to kind of be used to promote people or to give them specific tasks or jobs if there's not this great amount of data and science behind it, and to really poke holes in that, right? And when I have reviewed this with my own staff and we've done personality tests, I've asked them, are there times when this is not true? I mean, to think about some of these things that the tests were saying to them. So this can really help us be better about understanding our people better, understanding ourselves better, and making sure that we're not being manipulated or in some way sort of pushed into doing something that we don't want to do. All right, I hope this this cognitive bias review helped you today. I'm trying to get through all 50 of the most common ones. You can watch my past videos and look for me maybe hopefully next week as I bring in more of them. So have a great day, everyone, and hope this helped. Thanks.